Matthew Real coming at you with another video. AP Calc, keep grinding.
Make sure you pause the video so you can try this on your own. This problem is a related rates problem. Remember, the hardest part of related rates problem is always trying to figure out what is the equation we need to take the derivative of. Lucky for us, it gives us the distance. This is a very common problem in the AP test, so I would pay particular close attention. Now, trying to remember what is the distance formula, okay, can be tricky, so commit this one to memory. It's going to be the difference of the x value squared plus the difference of the y value squared taken the square root of, because it's derived from Pythagorean's theorem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and represent the x value as x, but notice that the second value, which is the y value, we're not going to put as y. We're going to write it as 4 over x because that's the curve we're looking at. Now, I also plug in 0, 0 because I know that's what the point I'm finding the distance from. So now I get the simplified equation of square root of x squared plus 16x to the negative 2. This is how I find the distance from the origin of any point along that curve. So what I need to do is I need to do a first derivative test to find the minimum distance between what particular point I get, what x value, and 0, 0. So I'm going to use a power rule. So that's all to the 1/2 power. So I put the 1/2 in front, and then I raise it to the negative 1/2. We're not going to really bother about that. We're focused on the derivative of the inside function, which is 2x minus 32x to the negative 3. Because I'm going to set this equal to 0, I only care about the numerator. So I'm going to disregard the denominator. What I'm going to go ahead now is figure out what is the x value that makes 2x minus 32 over x cubed 0. I add the 32 over x cubed to the other side. I go ahead and I multiply by x cubed, divide by 2. I get x to the 4th equals 16. So after the 4th root, I get 2. Now, I'm only going to look at the positive version, but what I'm going to take a look at is that a minimum? You could test it, but almost every time the answer you get is the minimum, okay? It's not going to be a maximum, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug that 2 into my distance to find what is the shortest distance. So a lot of people are going to pick A, but that's a big mistake. Plug it back in and we get 2 root 2. So my final answer is D. Whew.